we go, everybody. We are once again back on the public test server, and I hope I am back with you in a format that doesn't look absolutely insane, because the last two times I tried looked crazy. But here we go. Here's the hoping. We are live on the PTS. What's up, everyone? We're going to be checking out Metagross, and it is working. Thank friggin' goodness, because holy... if you weren't here for the live bit of drama before I started this video, for some reason my stream made absolutely no sense. It was streaming in a bizarre fashion. So here we are on the PTS. We're talking Metagross. We're going to go through all of the Metagross stuff. The meta will simply be gross with this Pokemon. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Let's take a look at everything. Our newest all-rounder coming to the game. It's going to go Meowscarada and then Metagross. Its basic attack here, let's go through all of it. Becomes a boosted every third attack, striking with an increased area. The Pokemon it hits with the boosted will reduce the cooldown of Meteor Mash or Euro Ball. I'm doing that joke for a second time because we missed it. Euro Ball. When the user hits 2 or more Pokemon, the move's cooldown will be reduced even more. Interesting. I wonder if it continues to stack up to 3, 4, 5, or if it's just 2 or more. You get a bigger reduction here. Clear Body, the passive ability here reduces the duration of hindrance effects on the Pokemon when the Pokemon from the opposing team is nearby. The more Pokemon, the more the duration is reduced, which could be huge, right? That could be like... I wonder if you'll run pink emblems huge. Just you'll like reduce your like hindrances in a crazy way. Your first 2 moves, Iron Defense grants a shield and the next attack becomes boosted. Easy enough. And Tackle has the user scan to see if an opposing Pokemon's in front of it. If there is, the user charges forward, finds it, and deals damage. And then our options here at level 5 and 7, you have Meteor Mash, Gyro Ball, and then you have Zen Headbutt, Magnet Rise. Let's take a look at these moves here before we jump into the practice area and then jump into the ranked area of the PTS. As the user charge power in its fist, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in an area of effect while granting itself a shield. The more opposing Pokemon it hits, the more the shield effect is strengthened, and the more damage the user deals with its next basic. The next basic attack hits with a hard punch, fired like a meteor, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in an area of effect, and the upgrade restores HP. Cool. And then Gyro Ball spins rapidly, dealing damage. When the outer edge of the spin hits an opposing Pokemon, you get a shield. If this move hits many opposing Pokemon or hits Pokemon on the opposing team, the shield becomes stronger. If the shield remains in effect for a set amount of time, the user recovers the same amount of HP as the shield. That's very sick, actually. Zen Headbutt, you fire a Psychic Wave in a forward direction. Always good to notice it's in a forward direction. Thank you, Shrugs, by the way, for the 19 months. Love you, buddy. Then charge toward the opposing Pokemon it hits, dealing damage and throwing them. The upgrade reduces damage taken from opposing Pokemon for a short time after you deal damage. And then Magnet Rise, you levitate for a set amount of time using electrically generated magnetism, increasing move speed. If the user performs a basic, you fall to the ground forcefully, dealing damage to nearby opposing Pokemon and throwing them, which is Pokemon Unite's version of knocking up, right? Upgrade, while levitating, you receive reduced damage. Wow, that's extremely good. And then its Unite move, Compute and Crush. Has user quickly analyze the position of nearby opposing Pokemon, granting the user a shield based on the number of Pokemon analyzed. When 2 or fewer are analyzed, the user lunges towards the opposing Pokemon with the lowest HP, dealing damage. If an opposing Pokemon is knocked out, the user recovers a portion of its move gaze. When 2 or more are analyzed, the user lunges towards the Pokemon with the lowest HP, dealing damage to nearby opposing Pokemon and creating a wall around itself. All right. Let's play around. Quite an interesting Unite, which seems like it's very much set up for, you know, some really interesting team fights, and then obviously earlier. You know, earlier you're going to be using it kind of like 1 against 2, but you want to probably save it for these team fights unless the wall is useless, and then who knows where you go from there. Obviously you start with Tackle. It's a skill shot. Okay. Can it hit multiple enemies? I'm guessing no, it just stops right at 1. Does it have any area of effect, I wonder? Like, if we bring a couple people close, do we get anything out of this? Come here, guys. Get close. It doesn't look like it. Your boosted does, obviously. Your boosted has kind of a little bit of an area effect, but your tackle seems to be single target. It might spray kind of like your boosted. Let me see. Because it looks like there's an area there. But that looks completely single target. So, okay. And then Iron Defense gives you a boosted. Does the boosted lower the cooldown of tackle as well? No, it does not, huh? Okay. Not a super exciting start for this Pokemon. We got an Evo at 5, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't look terrible. The attack speed's not abysmal, but it looks fairly weak early. Let's start with Meteor Mash. Okay. You deal some damage here. So it's like Tyranitar 2.0. It kind of might be. I mean, you got decent range with that. Decent damage out of that, too. That's not bad. And then you got that. It feels like Razor Claw early would be fun. That's pretty solid. It's pretty solid damage right there. Not a terrible cooldown either. And of course, every boosted is lowering the cooldown of this move. Alright, let's do Zen Headbutt, which is just looks like an upgraded version of this tackle, right? Can you use tackle to a wall? Good question, I'll have to try that out. Zen Headbutt fires past it. But maybe you can use tackle to a wall. So Zen Headbutt is essentially just tackle. It's just tackle but upgraded, right? It's got a knock up and a stun to it. Yeah. Okay. That's all right. It's a skill shot. Thanks, Char. Okay, dude. Charizard's gonna KO me on my own tier 2. Yeah, go away. It's got good range. But it does bring you into the fight, right? Which is not always ideal. No, we've got our Unite move. Can't use your Unite move if nothing's around you. Good to know. Which would make sense because it's picking up enemy targets. But it's just always interesting to see how they set that up, right? So level 9 is your Evo, which feels late in the game currently. That's a very strong little combo. That Meteor Mash is strong. It's quite good. Like, that's really solid. The only problem is its cooldown is huge. Like, yeah, you could go attack speed items or something like that, but man, that is a massive cooldown on that. It's a good move, but I don't know if it's that good. Of course, all of this will be tuned up, right? So it's kind of hard to say exactly, oh, the power level of this is... It's kind of irrelevant right now. But, I don't know. That cooldown is really large. Okay. All-rounder. It's an all-rounder. It is not a defender. It's an interesting kit so far. I want to see the plus moves on this. Let's mess around with its Unite move. We got one around us, so. It brawls pretty well. You know, you'll be able to brawl pretty well with it. And then the upgrade to this is the increased... Oh, okay. Restores HP when it hits an opposing Pokemon. Alright, let's see which part of it restores HP. All of it? I mean, that's a lot of HP restoration. That's pretty solid. Okay. Let's take a look at its next move. Zen Headbutt Plus. And that was... reduces damage taken for a short time after you deal damage. Boy, Zen Headbutt does not seem great, I gotta say. Just, like... You could set up some cool plays with it, though. Like, if you catch someone with it, it's one of those moves that, like, if you're in the bush right here and you see Delphox walk by and you're just like, boop, and you grab him, that's pretty big. But Zen Headbutt feels, I mean, for a skill shot, for a game that's, like, kind of moving away from skill shots, it feels like, it's odd to have such a important, like, skill shot on a character, because it's really solid as a skill shot. But the game has so many sure hits that it feels underwhelming. So, that's interesting. But, I mean, chase down and a knock-up is not bad. Let's mess around with its other moves, shall we? I like Meteor Mash. I feel like the cooldown's high. Really quick, someone wanted me to see if Tackle goes into a wall. No. Tackle does not go into a wall. Euroball. Magnet Rise! Magnet Rise is what I was most interested in with this Pokemon to start. Doesn't have too bad of a cooldown. Does the cooldown start as soon as you hit it? Yes, it does. And then you can auto to drop. That feels really good. Okay. Gyro Ball has a better cooldown than the alternative. Meteor Mash. Let me see the upgrade of this. I remember the shielding. If the shield remains, you get the HP. Alright. And then this, while levitating, you receive reduced damage. I don't know, Magnet Rise seems sick. See if the shield's any good. Well, it won't be good if we miss it. It's receiving reduced damage right there. Okay, Char. You win this one, buddy. Huh. Huh. You have to see this into real players, obviously. But... I don't know. Again, power level is really what you can't really look at it. Does Gyro Ball give you a boosted auto? Great question. I'll find out. It didn't when I didn't hit anyone. It's a pretty good sized shield. I think the whole point of this Unite move is hitting multiple enemies, though. So it's really hard to... No, you don't get it boosted from it. Okay. Doesn't have good Zap Rip with this moveset. I feel like Meteor Mash would be better. Your lifesteal is pretty solid. I mean, I'm not in love with it so far, I gotta be honest. It doesn't feel that dynamic, right? Yeah, you can use Gyro Ball during Magnet Rise, and you can actually use it while moving, which is pretty cool. Magnet Rise feels like it should last longer to me. Gyro Ball being able to be used inside a move, just like inside while you're moving, feels really good. That feels really good on this Pokemon. I really got to see this Unite move in action. Okay. Yeah, I mean, my first impression, which is not, it's not that worthwhile, right? I mean, because we haven't got to see it against opponents, like what it really does. First impression is like, okay. It really doesn't set the world on fire. It's not like I feel like the moveset's like super exciting, I have to be honest with you. Which I feel like I would want it to be like more exciting, right? I don't know. That didn't feel that exciting. I gotta be honest. Let's look for a game. Maybe we can play it. To be fair, this Mon's gonna be scissor tier, says Titan Bronco. I mean, it's not, I don't know. It's not that exciting, I would say. Yeah, Meteor Mash Magnet Rise is the play, says Scrancy. Meteor Mash feels a lot more powerful. And you get a lot of boosted autos with cooldowns with the Rapid Fire Scarf. I could see that. Yeah. Needs lower cooldowns. The cooldowns feel high, Rivers. I agree with you. Good in team fights, bad in 1v1s. That makes sense. That makes sense. They do fan favorite Mons so dirty with these kits. You think so? Your wife says Metagross is the best Mon in the game. Pokeface. I mean, I feel like I say this a lot, but buddy, leave your wife. I don't know what to tell you. You're just gonna have to. Nerf it more and give it play rough. With Umbreon being so good, why do they keep adding Pokemon with shields? I mean, they want people to play Umbreon. Umbreon's great. It's so good. It's so good. Scissor isn't niche, it's OP. I mean, it's one of those OP Pokemon that never wins. Never has a positive win rate. It's so OP. That's Scissor for you. Look, you can love Scissor if you want, but it doesn't win too much. All the raw defenders pretty OP. Defenders are great. They've done dirty by Umbreon for so long, letting it have this one thing. Umbreon is so good, man. It's so good. I think weakness, muscle, scarf will be the best items for Metagross, says Waves. I could see that, Waves. I was thinking weakness, muscle, and you might even run Focus Band on it. Just because if you've got an ability to recover HP and shields, you might want to look into that. But, yeah. Decidueye Memorial tier, it's so hard to check, like, it's so hard to accurately get the power level of something on the PTS, but I will say, it doesn't feel that cool. It just doesn't feel that cool to me so far. Scissor's easily beatable, just not when I use it. Hey, man, if you're great with a Pokemon, like, more power to you. More power to you. Bots incoming. It looks like it. For some reason, the PTS will not give me opponents. I don't get it. But it is what it is. I'm messaging Mr. Heroes right now. I want to see what he's thinking of Metagross. Because I'm like, this is pretty meh, right? Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Huh. Okay. How do you get on the PTS? You need an Android device, which I have right here. You need a VPN, which I'm using. And you have to say I'm in another country that supports the PTS. And then you're there. Mid as heck. Metagross. Very good. The Chris Heroes. The Chris Heroes. Yeah, he says the cooldowns are too high. That's exactly what I felt just in practice. I was like, why is this a 10-second cooldown? Yeah. Yep. Lots of love from India. Hey, thanks, buddy. Talon is good, but the people who play it are usually bad. Yeah, that's very true. Talon's good. People who play it, not good. Which country are in the PTS? There are a few. I think I'm connecting through Indonesia. Yeah, there are a few that that let you connect. Slowbro is one of the best defenders in the game currently. Totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah. All right, here we go. Playing a little Metagross. Meh. Emphasize on the meh. I'm just gonna ask for center just so I can get some levels, but I don't think it matters because I think they're throwing me into some bots here. We could play it. We could do the full attack speed just to get those cooldowns low, right? See what that feels like. I don't even know what items or emblems I have. And what is this? Sure. Sure. Okay, sure, Jan. I think they could do really well with this Pokemon. But I think it's just kind of weird right now. Drain Crown? I don't know. Maybe. 10-second cooldown. It's a big cooldown, right? Why are you not Spragels? Who am I? I'm not Spragels. Not today. Not on the PTS. On the PTS, I'm a different person. Thanks, Oliver. What type of buffs do you think Scissor needs? I mean, Scissor's, it's borderline. It just doesn't play, like, there are a lot of metas it doesn't play well into because there aren't a ton of metas that require you to be attacking physical attackers right up in their face. Like, the metas have things like Inteleon that's attacking you 50 feet away with tons of damage, so it's just really tough. Bots won't let you do anything, so... I don't even know what my bots are up to. We got 2 of them going center. Sure. Why not? Alright. This feels like a weird one to play in lane, too. Right? A level 9 Evo feels weird to play in lane. Great. Back to the meanest bots of all time on the PTS. These bots are ludicrously mean. And my team's not even taking center. I'm gonna go get it. This really does feel like a real game. I kind of like the skill shot here. Wow, the enemy stole our jungle. What is happening? Let's go Meteor Mash. I kind of like the idea of a skill shot move like this. Just the problem is the game doesn't have skill shots like this. The game has all these sure hits. So... Meteor Mash feels strong. It actually feels like it does pack a punch. That actually feels, it does feel pretty strong. Yeah, I have to be honest. Meteor Mash actually feels pretty good. Its cooldown's huge, but it does feel like it's got some power to it. It's kind of easy to get its combo, right? Oh, jeez. Like the most relentless bots in Pokemon Unite. Die. Die, mean bot. Play Magnet Rise with it. Jeez. It really isn't great one-on-one. It's just kind of Metagross. It's kind of Metagross. I guess we're going to have to jungle because my team's not jungling. Even though I called it and they wouldn't let me have it. Fine. You don't understand what's going on Meteor Mash? So it kind of hits in an area effect and then it gives you an attack right afterwards that hits in like a big cone. That's what's going on. I'm glad this is on the PTS. I'll say that because I feel like this does need some time in the oven. It doesn't feel ready. It's just too... Okay, we got 2 enemies around here. I need to get more than 2 so I can see its Unite move in action, right? Where's the 3rd one? I think I see 2 top, maybe 3 top. Let's go check it out. We still have a Dratini on my team. Gosh, the PTS is so accurate to real life right now. We still have a Dratini. Where are the enemies? We need a ton of them. I have to have 3 enemies around me, right? Or my Unite won't do its wall thing. There we go. Okay. Okay. That could be huge. That could be huge. I mean... Huh. Because you could really shut down some enemies with that. The question is, how easy is it for them to get out? Like, are they just able to eject or dash right out of it? Feels like some characters from other MOBAs. I'm trying to think. Like, Bologna from Smite kind of does that. Not exactly. But she creates, like, an area effect to fight in. This is interesting, but overall, I gotta say, I'm not super impressed with Metagross at all. I mean, Jarvan, yeah. There was one from, there was that mobile MOBA, gosh, I'm forgetting its name right now. Vainglory? That had a character like this, I want to say. Oh yeah, kind of like Odin's Ring. That's right. That's what I'm thinking of. Bologna does have the area that you fight in, but it's more like Odin. You're right. Odin from Smite. And against one opponent, it just does this. Well, they're really having us test this thing. Right? I think they're really having us test this thing. Because it's like, I don't know. I'm testing it right now, and I'm like, this feels like not enough. Your recovery, it feels like the lifesteal on it and stuff, your recovery and your shields aren't bad. And it's really hard to say like what that would be in a real fight, because the public test server does not afford you that. Man, the cooldowns are so long, you guys. They're just so long. I mean, I'm kind of shocked. They're so long. What are these enemies doing? Look at how aggressive they are. My goodness. This combo has solid damage. Meteor Mash has solid damage, but gosh, it's such a long time. It has a what, an over 11-second cooldown? The damage is really solid, so I guess I kind of get the cooldown, but at the same time, it's like, man, 11 seconds is so huge. It's just so much. Pokemon Unite logic. Makes skill shots bad and sure hits extremely strong. Well, I don't know. I think this PTS is not going to give me people to fight, unfortunately. Do any of the supporters help with cooldown reduction? No. No? Don't worry, guys. I'll score. Get all the enemies up here. I want to do my shield thing again. 1, 2, one more. Don't KO all of them. Guys. There's 2. I want to do the wall. Let them fight. Oh, okay. Can they get out of it? Yeah, Garchomp just dashed right out of it. Huh. Pretty good. Like, that's really good for targeting something like an Inteleon that's running away. Or something like that. Yeah. Shut down the opposing team. Yeah, it should not let anyone dash out. I think that would be really cool. There's so many dashes in the game. There's just so many ways to get out of it. I'm not in love with it, guys. I have to be honest. I'm just like not really feeling this thing. Can you play standards? Like quick matches? They're not going to give me a game, I don't think. It's actually more than 11 seconds too, Gale. It's more than 11 seconds. I don't love it. I don't love it. I might have to make a new account to get some games. Because it might have me ranked too high on the PTS. I'm grinding on the PTS too much. My rank's too high. Way too high. The skill shot, not enough damage. But these are all things they can tune. The skill shot, not enough damage. The moves cooldowns are way too long. Yeah. It's just so long. Generic all-rounder number 356, says Waka Summerfall. Maybe. He feels more like a tank right now. Yeah. Yeah. You could recharge some Unites faster than those cooldowns, says McNugsy. I mean, dude, it's, you're not that wrong. If it was released in this state, I think this is a B or C tier release. It won't be released in this state. Let's make that very clear. And I'm going to make that very clear. It will not be released in this state. Which is the point of the public test server. While I'm waiting for a game, let's pull a pack of cards. Which is the point of the public test server. But, yeah. This is not great. This is not a great release so far. I don't love it. I don't love its playstyle. The cooldowns are horrendous. But it's, you know, it's just thrown in there. Normal energy. Blitzel. Bone Sweet. Feebas. Apom. Norman. Orthworm. Toadscruel. Ooh, Slitherwing. That's a pretty one. Dang, that's a pretty Slitherwing. I like that. Slitherwing. Nice. Whoop. Garnacle. And finally, Wo-Chien. 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 Hey. Whoa. Chien. Whoa, buddy. Slitherwing looks nice. That looks cool. Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty mid-release, but it's not going to release in this fashion. Honestly, you could drop Meteor Mash's cooldown by 3 or 4 seconds and you'd be fine. Like, you'd be totally fine dropping it that much, which is a lot, right? Yeah, I see you there, boss. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to reset my PTS account, make a new one, because I can't find games. And even if I could find games, it doesn't really change much. Like, it's cool to play against real people, but all it is a massive, like, oh, did I get the Pokemon Fest? And then when I don't, I quit. So I don't love the PTS for that reason anyway, right? It's just a mess. The whole thing is a mess. But it's good to play the Pokemon. Like, it's cool to play Meowscarada and get kind of a vibe for what that's going to feel like. I like all of that. It's not really cool to play against people in the PTS. It's just a disaster. And yeah, they really can't do much about it. The only thing they could do to make the PTS less of a disaster like that is have multiple of the same Pokemon on a team. That would be weird, but something. Multiple of the same Pokemon on a team. Or have more things to test. So if you don't get your first choice, you've got 10 balanced things to test that could be pretty interesting. I've got Paradox Rift here. Why even have bots? Well, if you can't find a game, what are they going to do? They have to put you into something. They have to put you into something. I've played a lot of public test server-ish type things in different games, and honestly, they're always a mess. I don't know one that I've been like, wow, that's so good. I feel like they're full of people. Everyone wants to test the thing. If they don't get the thing, they just quit. It's just kind of a disaster. It's just a mess. The idea of it's just a mess. Normal energy. Geibel. Panper. Blightzel. Bone Sweet. Dondozo. Chantal. Garbarber. Surskit. Ooh, guys, we got a hit. Oh, we got a hit. Oh, we got a hit. It's looking so pretty, and we got a little hit. Ooh. Look at that. We were just going over how to pronounce this the other day, and everyone was getting it different. Was it like Elvital? I can't remember. That's a nice one. Whoop. And Kingdra. Kingdra and Unite win. Kingdra and Unite win. There's a little hit. Little hit right there. Oh, I got the wrong screen up. Ooh, that one. Let's just change it up and try something interesting. I'm gonna stack. I'm not even gonna muscle band. I'm gonna double stack weakness policy for funsies. That's what we're doing for funsies. That's the plan, everybody. Eviltel. Eviltel? I don't know. Who knows? Hey, thank you so much, NRG. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeetvital. Everyone says it different. We figured it out last stream. Everyone says it different. So far, the new Pokemon haven't been that impressive, but I feel like it'll change by their actual release. I agree with you, Jalen. I think they're not going to make Meowscarada not cool. Metagross, on the other hand, I don't know. Yeah, I did try the Rapid Fire Scarf. The cooldowns are so huge, I don't really know that it can change it that much. So you got to cycle through 3 basics, right? Oh, that's right. They all kind of go top. No one's doing center. Oh, God. Why are bots true to life? I just feel like, yes, it would be good to get more boosteds, but you got to hit 3 attacks to get a boosted, right? You get 1, 2, and then 3. Even with a Rapid Fire Scarf, I don't know how much value you're going to get out of that. So, I think Zen Headbutt feels really underpowered, so it's kind of weird. I'm going to try it out in this build just for fun, but once again, they have this setup where the enemy comes in and griefs your jungle. I don't get it. Like, what kind of bots are these? What kind of bots are these? Man. And look at the lag. The lag on a bot match. These are advanced bots. I think you're going to need to get... they will need to change the cooldowns of this Pokemon. That would be my guess. They're just way too high. It's a little better for Gyro Ball. Because its base cooldown is like 7 seconds or something. Like, that's not insane. But the other move is like 85-second cooldown. It's a Unite move cooldown. Let's just stack a little bit. I can't even get the finesse of grabbing one ball at a time because of the lag in a bot match. These moves don't combo well at all, by the way. Because it's gonna get me right next to the enemy, and then I have to use that to bounce away with Gyro Ball. Like, this combination doesn't work at all, obviously. I just wanted to try it. One move requires you to not be right next to him, and this move pulls you in right next to him. Good damage there. Good shield. I wonder if my shields are based on max HP, or if they're based on attack. You never know. Not bad brawling right there. At least these moves' cooldowns are lower. I can handle them. I can handle these. Hey, Rich, thank you, buddy. What concerns me isn't the cooldowns of the damage. They can be adjusted, but if the kit doesn't feel fun, yes, I agree with you. But you do have to wonder, like, if the cooldowns of this Pokemon, like, if they were half of what they are now, maybe that actually would be really fun. Maybe that would be fun. This is not fun. But maybe if we were talking about, like, you know, you're using these moves in half the time, or, you know, 2/3 of the time or something like that, okay, maybe all of a sudden I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's pretty cool. I mean, the problem is all of them got away with dashes, basically. And some of them, the thing just didn't activate. And you don't get to choose who you hit, right? It's based on lowest HP. So you might accidentally, like, target a Pokemon that you're not intending to target. You're hoping to get their Mew or something like that, or whatever, and you end up getting their Slowbro because their Slowbro happens to be the lowest HP at the time. Meteor Mash is strong, but I gotta say, Gyro Ball plays so much better. Just because it doesn't have the same, like, eternal cooldown. This combo actually isn't as awful as I thought it would be. It's not the play, I don't think. It's Gyro with Magnet, but this actually isn't that terrible. I kind of don't hate it. I'm liking it way more than I thought I would. I feel like Gyro's really good, actually. Just because you can move with it. It kind of reminds me of Dark Pulse with T-Tar, where, like, 90% of its value comes with the fact that you can just move around to fight with it. That's how I feel with this right now. And it looks like I can't get canceled out of it. Is that right? Like, I can get hit, but it looks like I am not getting canceled out of Gyro Ball. Is that true? I didn't notice that with Meteor at all, but I think I'm not getting canceled out of it. I think. Hey, Jalen, thank you so much. I feel like 6 to 8 second cooldown would make it more playable. Its Unite move needs to prevent dashes as well. I'm hoping on the PTS test. Oh, you're hopping on to test it? Nice. Yeah, let me know what you think. I actually like Gyro Ball. Playing it right here, it's fun. What's the range on this guy? Kind of enough. The shield on this is pretty good. You saw it right there. That was a pretty strong shield. Like, how much damage did I take right there? I took 7,000, almost 8,000 damage. Not bad. Yeah, I like Gyro Ball. I think it just might be Gyro Ball Magnet Rise, especially because they combo. Although Zen Headbutt feels like where the game should be for skill shots. Like, that's where the game should be on a skill shot move. You want me to, like, hit someone with it? It's got a, like, a good amount of crowd control with it. I kind of like that from a skill shot perspective, you know? Imagine if moves like Side Strike and Liquidation and Future Sight, imagine if they were all on skill shots. What a world we'd live in. It's a world of the future. These bots are so aggressive, it's insane. Punched you. I punched you. Looks like your Ignite move's on not too bad of a cooldown, huh? It's not terrible. Why do I have a level 4 on my team? Server's too accurate. Server's too dang accurate, everybody. Your tenacity is so good on this Pokemon. I don't know if you guys just noticed that. I literally walked right out of that move. I just walked out of it. I walked out of a Machampion Egg. That's kind of its passive at work right there. I literally could just walk out of the move. So, not terrible. Bad for Machamp. Not good for Machamp. Jeez. They're so... These bots are so aggressive. I have a score bunny at Ray. Am I in hell? Why am I in hell? I have a score bunny at Ray. What is this game doing? And he's back. I think Ray just KOs me here. Right? Yeah, I think so. And these cooldowns are still high, man. And if you barely miss your shield right there, you get no shield. You're just out of a shield for the fight. I don't know. Pretty weak. Pretty weak. I'm not gonna lie. Could be better. Score Bunny at Ray. How's it even possible? Who knows? The enemy team has levels. My team is literally Score Bunny at Rayquaza. I don't even get it. Bum. Ooh. Oh, the lag. I can't even get on the pad. Ooh, can we use our Unite one more time? Okay. Altaria stops me. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you for 6 months, by the way, Jerry. Anyone else notice Metagross fighting attacker Pokemon 3 levels lower than it and still losing? Yeah. Yeah, I noticed it. Yes, take away my PTS rank. Let me get a real game. Nope. Still the same. Still the same. Oof. Isn't there overtime EXP? What is overtime EXP? All your teammates had 0 points. Yeah, it's just the PTS. Also, why are you playing on 30 FPS lock? I don't know. Am I? No idea. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. I got to be honest with you. What's 30 FPS lock? Is it something inside the game? It's something on this phone? I don't know. No clue. Bots don't get level locked, so how is he still score bunny? No idea. I don't know what you mean, Jake. These bots replicated my ranked experience perfectly. They do feel a lot like ranked. They do feel a lot like ranked at times. Metagross seems horrible. It's really hard, not in a real game, and you know that it'll be different when it releases, so it's really tough. Hey, Suman, thank you, buddy. Love you. Thanks for the 8 months. PTS being the PTS. Might be, yeah, it might be a PTS thing. Who knows? I don't know. We complain now, but Metagross being the most busted thing upon release. It's possible, Lake. It's always possible, you know? We'll have to see. While we're searching for a game, I'm going to open up another pack of... What do we got here? Paradox Rift. Paradox Rift while we wait for another game. I'll play one more build here. There isn't much... Oh, I almost got rid of the best part. Normal Energy. Galvantula. Mantike. Pansage. Minim. Screamtail. Technical Machine De-Evolution. Exploud. Yamask. Oh, we got another one. We got another hit, everybody. We got Sandy Shocks EX with some pretty cool art. That's pretty sweet. And Steelix. Very, very nice. And Steelix. When the shocks are sandy, they are. Too sandy. Love you. Hope you had a gobble good Thanksgiving. Thanks, Rasmutin. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much for your support. Remember the beats here. Still got the beats here. Thank you. Thank you. It looks nice in the menu at least. I don't think it's gonna release like this, you know? I don't think it's gonna release this week. I don't think it's gonna release this underwhelming. But right now it's blech. Yeah. It's just kind of... It's just kind of meh, guys. I gotta be honest. I don't think it's got much going on right now. If it released in this state, again, it won't. You would be pretty underwhelmed. You'd be like, oh. Do you think we'll get Phalanx? I think it's probably likely, right? Given the other leaks that were a part of that. Flareon Attacker, Jolteon Speedster, Vaporeon Tank. I like that. I think they should make Vaporeon a supporter, though. Right? Because it'd be our only supporter Eevee. I'm telling you, do the last one as Eevee. You know, evolves one of 3 ways depending on what you pick. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Rich. I think I'm going to do more videos like that for Rumble. Just like deck highlights of things I've been playing around with. Because they're pretty fun. But it does need buffs or like a better playstyle. It definitely needs buffs. It will get buffs. It will not release in this state. There's no way. It's too meh. I think everyone who's playing it on the PTS is having the same reaction, which is, oh, that's not very fun. Then your teammates won't know which Eevee you're going to be. Well, I guess you're right about that. I can't argue with you there, but at the same time, your teammates, I mean, if the worst thing is your teammates don't know which Eevee you're going to be, I don't know. Maybe you could pick it and you could tell people which one you're going. Normal energy. Feebas. Apom. Pansage. Mantike. Technical Machine Evolution. Durant. Kevin. We got a game. Slitherwing again, but not shiny this time. Hold on. Hold on. I got to select my Metagross here real quick. And let's switch up our items. We'll do these really quick. Slitherwing. Spinda. Wugtrio. And ooh, baby. Did we just hit a Larry? Alt Art Larry for the win? It's actually sweet. That's got to be the most sought after card in this whole pack. Is Larry. One of the best characters in Pokemon. All right. We got him with the alt. That's sweet. Man, I love pulling cards. It's too addictive. Oh, it's full art, not alt art. Okay. Cool. Cool. Everyone wants to pull a Charizard. I just want Larry. Exactly. Exactly. All right, here we go. Taking our Beldum. Bot with a Crustle. It's not the worst. Well, it's not like the worst start for a Pokemon ever, but it is kind of underwhelming. You alright, buddy? You gonna be okay? We got an attack weight. We got a Razor Claw this time. We're gonna play around with that. We've got no damage differential between being on the ring and not, right? 446. I don't think we do. It's just the shield. 484. Let's see if I can see anything. It looks like it's all about the same. I think it's just whether or not you get the big shield. I like Gyro Ball, actually. Like I'm a Gyro Ball believer. That one I'm for. That's probably the thing in the kit I like the most. Yeah, you better run. Okay. Gave up a weird KO there, Crustle. I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. This combo feels strong. Magnet, Gyro. They're on a good cooldown with each other. Still, the cooldown's massive, though. Jeez. And you can't really run Amp on this, right? It feels like unnecessary. Really? Really? We've got bots like eject buttoning out of a situation. What are with these new bots? I can't stand this. I hate these new bots so much. They're relentless. They're so annoying. What if they're not bots? They are. They're so annoying. It's like I'm facing that ace trainer Lucario in every match. Like, I don't want to. I don't want your life. Don't. Alright, we gotta use our Unite. Top path. Let's go. These guys just fight and fight and fight. Itchy and scratchy up here. Look at this. This is what I have to deal with. Unite. Didn't work? What happened? My wall didn't go up? Because of Wiggly, maybe? Was it Q Charm that stopped my wall? What stopped it? Weird. Oh my gosh. Luca. Yeah, it got canceled. I think it was Wiggly. I think it might have been Wiggly's Cute Charm or something. Like maybe it targeted Wiggly, hit it with Cute Charm, and then stopped it. Could be, right? I'm not sure. Sing, maybe? You didn't hit the Unite move again? You don't have to. That's not how it works. They're gonna finally score top. This is what these bots did last game too. What are these? Why? Your Unite move was flashing to hit it again. But yes, I know, but what it's doing is it's flashing to hit it again because it thinks a wall is up. It thinks a wall is up for me to flash and hit it again to bring it down. That's what it's doing. You need to hit 2 or more people with your Unite to create walls. I know. Did you see what it was doing? I hit 4 people with my Unite. Luca. It's Lucario. You can see Pokemon stats in the practice tool. Only a couple of them. Not all of them. Are these bots? Yeah. Yeah, these are bots. Are you just joining us? And they're really aggressive. These new bots are weird. Magnet Rise should have the same cooldown as Crustal's Shell Smash. Yeah, it should be, all this should be like way lower. It feels like the cooldowns are so unbelievably high for no good reason. We're gonna use our Unite again here. That time we only got 2, but we got the wall. Don't know why. Like, look at the bots in this mode, dude. They are A pressing and move pressing nightmares. It's just constant. Boop, boop, oh. Like, look at them. I've never seen... I don't get why the bots in this mode are so unbelievably aggressive, but they really are. It's wild. Boy, I hope they're getting the data they need off this thing. Because it's like... not cool. It's not a super cool release, I gotta say. I don't like it. I wanted to like it a lot, but I'm not really feeling it, honestly. I think changing cooldowns on this thing would be really fun. Like, really fun. But in its current state, I think it's really meh. I don't know. What does it look like from all of your perspective, just seeing it? I don't know. It doesn't excite me too much, I have to be honest. The bots are the most interesting thing about it. I think you relate fun with broken? No, I don't think so. I don't think you're right. I think that's just a thing that you're saying. It doesn't make... Why do I relate fun with broken? The moveset doesn't feel very fun to me. Like having a 12-second cooldown on your move doesn't feel that fun. You could have like the same... You could have lower damage, but you'd be using your moves more often. It feels a lot more fun. So... yeah, like a fun Pokemon like Blaziken wasn't super broken. I don't think it's a fun means broken thing. I think some people think the same. Some people think that. Some people say see a Pokemon that's not broken, they're like, "Oh, I don't care." But I don't care about that. I want it to be fun to play for sure. This is a pretty, I don't know. It's not a very fun release. But if its moves were coming up more often, you might feel like you're more disruptive inside of a fight. So, the nice thing is, we're not going to have to worry about that, because obviously this is going to be changed by release. But that's Metagross. I don't know. I'm not in love with it, guys. I wish I was. But I'm really not... I'm not really liking it very much. It's okay. I think the coolest things about it are... Clear Body seems kind of cool. I like Meteor Mash, but man, 11-second cooldown is massive. Gyro Ball, being able to move with it is very fun. Zen Headbutt is cool, but that being a skill shot when so many other things aren't skill shots feels weird. However, I wish more things were like Zen Headbutt. And then Magnet Rise is cool. Probably needs to last longer. It feels like it doesn't last long enough. Its Unite move is cool, but I don't know. Yeah, overall, just kind of a thumbs down so far. But maybe if they drop all the cooldowns and you're like brawling more with it, it would feel a lot more fun, you know? Maybe, but I don't love it. But that's okay. That's the point of this. The point of this is to test it, and I can assure you that it won't release this power level. It just can't, right? It just can't. It's too... it's just not good enough. It's not good enough for a release, I would say. But there we go. That's me messing around with Metagross here on the PTS. I might be back in a little bit to start streaming, but I don't really think there's much else to see with this Pokemon currently. Maybe I'll just jump in real quick for anyone hanging out. I'll just play around with Meowscarada one more time in the practice area really quick. Where are you, buddy? Oh, they've got the EX licenses on here too. Interesting. Interesting. Just got here. Don't worry. This will be up if you want to watch any of it. You can watch it. You can see us like play around with it and test some things out. I don't even know what I'd like to run on Meow. Part of me wants a float stone in there, actually. Just to catch up to people. Yeah, it looks like it's only going to be for major legendaries. It feels like they don't know whether to make him a defender or all-rounder, but he's underwhelming because of that. A Unite that traps but doesn't trap. Yeah, it is interesting, right? Well, because you've got to wonder... Yeah, we are like locked at 30 FPS, and I truly have no idea why the game is doing that. Let me see. Frame rate high. What if I put it medium? High. Anything? 29, 30. It's just only giving me 30. I have no idea why it's locking my frame rate. The EX is going to be very interesting, depending on how they handle it. It could be good for the game, and it could be weird. You know? There are some realities where they lock EX Pokemon, like maybe like new releases are EX for a week or something like that, or 2 weeks, and you don't see them in ranked. Like, there's a lot they could do with it, right? You assume Metagross was going to be a defender. I did too. I thought it was going to be a defender. But a lot of Pokemon, you could easily have them make an all-rounder, and it makes sense based on how Pokemon are designed in the main game. Like, I really think they assign things more for flavor than they do for stats or something. It's like, what does this feel like flavor-wise? And then also, like, I think they start some of these with the Pokemon they want, and they start others with, like, a kit they want. And they're like, how do we get this kit into the game? And they're like, oh, you know who would do this kit well is Metagross. This is going to be really fun in the actual release, I think. I think Meowscarada will be super fun to play. I wish Double Team was different, but it's so strong. Double Team is just like a massive amount of damage. Boom. Like, look at this damage. Huge. Huge. EX scares me because you can pretend it helps make a broken Pokemon balanced. I mean, yeah, kinda. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's worrisome for me too for similar reasons. Like, it's like, oh, well, of course this Pokemon's crazy. It's one of the EX Pokemon, but they also could do more with that, right? It doesn't have to be that it's crazy and that just means it's crazy, but of course it could be that. You being able to get pushed during your Unite move is very odd for me. Like, it feels like Meowscarada's Unite move should be that you can't get moved at all. But you can, which is weird. Weird looking Metagross. It's a very bizarre looking one. Played a lot of Metagross earlier. Gonna be powerful. Meowscarada is gonna be powerful. As we're locked at 30 FPS. As we're locked. All right, everybody. Well, I want to thank you for hanging out. I think that's going to do it for me streaming the PTS, but I'll probably hop on and just stream again in a little bit. But I'm just going to close this one out for now because I kind of want this up as like a video for people to be able to check out Metagross on the PTS. I'll probably have some more substantial thoughts about it in a bit, but overall I'm just like not in love with Metagross, unfortunately, but I would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for hanging. I'll be back on in just a little bit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you guys. Appreciate you, and I'll see you very soon. We did it.